I'm Taylor Parsons. My family and I moved up here to Georgia 2 years ago from Florida. So we landed here. We had first moved to Covington, and we knew we needed to find a church, and it was quite the experience. We went to quite a few, never felt like we belonged or it was the one for us. One Sunday we came to Church of the Grove here in Social Circle, and right away we could tell that there was something different about this place. It was so friendly and welcoming. The Kids Grove area is kind of really what drew us in. We have two small girls, 5 and 2, and we just were welcomed with open arms, and the atmosphere was great. So we stayed. I think we got to come all of 3 times before COVID happened, and it was shut down. All throughout COVID, though, we attended online as much as we could, and during that time, Chelsea was in charge of Kids Grove, and she reached out to us so many times, wrote letters to our girls, and that just really stuck with me because she didn't know us, and she definitely didn't have to do that, but it made us feel like we were welcomed and that they really had cared about us. Once the church opened back up, we knew we wanted to get plugged in, and we knew we needed a community. Moving from state to a new state, not knowing anybody, it was really hard being isolated for a few months, not having any friends, not having anything to do, anywhere to go. So I came one night to a Thrive meeting, which I thought was gonna be like the first kickoff Thrive meeting. And it was like kind of the behind the scenes Thrive meeting of volunteering to serve. And so when I walked in, I was like, I'm definitely not supposed to be here. But it all turned out that I was supposed to be here, and God knew exactly what he was doing, put me here at the right time. I met a lot of ladies, and I was kind of just telling them our story about how we moved here, and they had invited me to a small group on Wednesday mornings that was just moms. And I kind of brushed it off. I was like, I don't know, like, I'm not someone who goes out of my comfort zone and makes friends. Like, my husband does all the talking for us, and he makes all of our friends. And so I knew I definitely did not want to go to somebody's house that I didn't know and have to talk for myself. So long story short, God did a lot of convicting on my heart, and I went one Wednesday morning to Caitlin Boyd's house, and it was a life-changing experience, and I'm so glad that I went. Just Wednesday after Wednesday, the study that we did, it just changed my life. The Wednesday morning Bible study, it was a group of moms. They had kids all similar ages, dropping them off at school. Some were with us, and I just really felt like we're all in the same stage. And that was something that was so important to me. It was like finding moms who knew what you're going through. There's one Wednesday I'll never forget, and I'm sitting there just in tears crying, which was oftentimes a lot of Wednesdays. But this one particular Wednesday, I was just like, I don't feel like I know my purpose. And so many of the moms around us were like, we've been there, we know what you're going through. Once again, not only did God put me in this community of women, but like-minded women who have also walked the same path or similar path that I have gone through. And so I just felt like I could really connect with them because they knew kind of what I was struggling with in a sense. And so it really helped being around them and just hearing their wisdom and how they've traveled these roads and what they've done, and just having people pray for you. Honestly, that's the biggest thing, is these are the people I know I can go to and be like, hey, can you pray for this? And I know it'll be prayed for. I don't think we would have made it through COVID without finding community groups. I've said it so many times, like, isolation was hard. Typically I'm one to just be by myself, but when you're forced to be by yourself, you realize how much you really need to be around other people. And I'm so thankful for the groups that we've been plugged into and the people that we've met and the relationships that we've built, because that's really what it's all about. It's just building those relationships and doing life with those people.